Got this other big-ass rock beside us called the moon, with all these weird craters on it, and then you look at our rock we're on, it's got this big fucking huge dent in it that's like famous. And they're like, man, I wonder how that happened. I'm like, well, damn, man. You know, the moon is moving away from Earth, like, a certain amount of centimeters each decade. I wonder if it, like, you know, bumped into Earth one time or something. I mean, it does have a fuck ton of craters all over it, like so many you can see them from here. Yeah. And I mean, they say that, you know, the Earth used to be one huge landmass called Pangea, but one time it broke. Yeah, it broke so much they just floated thousands of miles away from each other. Man, I wonder how that happened.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of the Unstoppable Dynamics channel of reactions. So today we seen a video of Ryan Upchurch posted a video earlier this morning. So I was like, you know what, might as well go ahead and react to this and see what's going on. Good news or bad news or whatever is going on. Let's get into this reaction and see what's going on, shall we?
Dude, we are flying through space on a rock. Not only that, we're flying through a unknown area we don't know shit about on a rock. Huh? We're driving cars on this rock. There's people who make...
Oh, we're just talking about our planet. I think. Or you might be high.
Signs at their house and stand in the street and yell at other people who have signs in the street on the rock flying through space. Doesn't that sound weird to y'all? We got this other big-ass rock beside us called the moon, with all these weird craters on it, and then you look at our rock we're on, it's got this big fucking huge dent in it that's like famous. And they're like, man, I wonder how that happened. I'm like, well, damn, man. You know, the moon is moving away from Earth, like, a certain amount of centimeters each decade. I wonder if it, like, you know, bumped into Earth one time or something. I mean, it does have a fuck ton of craters all over it, like so many you can see them from here. Yeah. And I mean, they say that, you know, the Earth used to be one huge landmass called Pangea, but one time it broke. Yeah, it broke so much they just floated thousands of miles away from each other. Man, I wonder how that happened. Surely this big rock we live on that has this huge fucking dent that got broke one time and made a bunch of continents being next to this other rock called the moon that looks like it got in a fucking head-on collision. Surely that's not what happened. That comet came and killed all the fucking big-ass lizards. P.S. If there were so many dinosaurs and dinosaurs were so humongous and people are still finding humongous dinosaur bones today, how come I've been on Earth for 30 years with friends who have backhoes who have dug pretty much half of Tennessee and we've never found one dinosaur bone?
Facts.
Then we got this other thing over here we call the sun. It's actually a star, but they call it the sun. And they say there's more stars everywhere, but we don't see those. No, it's these little tiny ass blinking dots in the sky. I don't know what they are. I've never been there. Have you? I'm gonna guess no, because the last time we went to the moon was when Elvis was walking the earth eating peanut butter and banana sandwiches. So I'm gonna guess no. P.S. to all you young kids who don't know who Elvis is, it was a long ass time ago. Okay, 1972 to be exact. I mean,
yeah. I guess they came out with a movie of Elvis, and I might watch it when it comes out on DVD, so...
Yeah, speaking of space, think of the word space. When we use the word space on Earth, it is an area that has nothing existing in it. So for someone to get in the comments and be like, oh, I cannot believe you, I Googled space and this is what I found. I don't give a what you Googled, okay? The smartest people in the world have been building a damn telescope called the James Webb Telescope since 1991. It costs about $40 billion. Do you know why they're building it? To study space, because they don't know what it is yet. And it's things like that that make me wonder. I mean, how can you not? Like, dude, these UFOs, alright? Answer me this. Why are all these UFOs like different shapes and different colors and like, why are they all different? What else? Who else has different vehicles? Bunches of them. That all do the same thing. We do, fool. I mean, I ain't trying to be funny, but who's to say that's not their Dodge, Ford, Chevy, whatever the fuck else? They all just drive different ones based off preference like we do. Well, with that similarity, then there's a chance that the idea of an alien and UFOs could have been created by humans. Or they could be a very distant evolved version of us. I mean, we do live in the same space, and there could be possibilities for both those theories. I mean, if they were created by us and our idea, that would explain why they only pop up at military bases. I mean, hello. But what if the idea of aliens flying in space was created by us to make us think they're real because what they're flying in is not real? I mean, what scares your little human brain more? The thought of aliens with futuristic weapons coming here, or a blank area?
Who made the UFOs? Us or the aliens?
Yeah, with nothing existing in it. Because if space is non-existent, that means you were created in a non-existent place by something that exists for you to be pre-existing and post-existing. Your existence is made by something that pre-existed to produce future existence. Yeah. How much of that blunt you done smoked, buddy? Like a DVD being watched over and over.
I think we're trying to ask you.
Over and over. When the DVD's over, it just fucking restarts. Same ending every time. And when you're watching a movie, you remember your favorite parts, right? So you remember them next time before they happen. Kind of like deja vu in real life. Look how many generations have been saying, the world's gonna end, the world's gonna end. Well, guess what? The same ending. It doesn't end. Just like a silver disc, DVD, or a Blu-ray. What comes out of UFOs? What comes out of shiny discs? A Blu-ray. Speaking of things that travel because of the shaped circle, let's go back to the vehicle similarity thing from earlier, right? If aliens were real, and one was here, what would be a funny joke to an alien? Putting a prehistoric vehicle in space to fly around like the new ones. What did Elon Musk do? He put a car in space. With what? A song about space, continuously playing over and over. Oh my God, Elon Musk, you genius. It's a pun getting spun by the sun for fun. Holy shit. Elon Musk, you are so funny. It's a space analogy made with basic gravity so the aliens can laugh and see. Oh my God. Eminem helped you, didn't he? The song that's playing in the car over and over and over is Space Oddity by David Bowie. And if you listen to the song, it's kind of like a message to something. I mean, it acknowledges the song. My perception was, it's a guy who is wondering, and in the song, God does get acknowledged, but it also acknowledges that there's like silly rules that weren't created by God on Earth now. And pretty much the guy in the song who is, floating away from Earth, it's not so much that he's actually floating away, at least to me, but more so floating away mentally because society is destroying itself. And there's nothing it can do. So he's searching for people like him, which is probably what Elon Musk feels like living here on Earth today in today's society. Yeah, that's what I get from it. If aliens are real, then what is the purpose? What's the meaning? What's the link between us and them? So the farther you go out in space,
and why are we not supposed to know about them?
The quicker time is on Earth than it is where you're at, being so far away. So if time exists on our planet, but out there time is very, very different to the point to where it's almost non-existent, then that would mean they are future us. And the reason they might be coming back and that people see UFOs and they're in different vehicles and different UFOs, different shaped ones, different color ones. And when people get abducted by aliens, what happens? They get picked up, but they get what? Dropped off. They always come back. They're always going to tell the story. Maybe because in the future you can pay to see your past. I mean, look at now. We go to museums to look at our past. We have photos, and look at time. If time started with black and white photos with all the power to what we have now, iPhones that see as good as your eye, who's to say they're not paying to see their past? Like we pay to see our past now in museums. What if we're just a time capsule, since we're, the only thing where time is a thing, really? What if we're a time capsule of a prehistoric DNA strand of them? You know how crazy it would be to be able to fly to a fucking planet and be like, holy shit, here's my great whatever in real time right here, walking around, making his own decisions. Holy shit, this is a full-on reenactment. Reincarnated. And if that is the case, they made it when they were in a good mood and felt good about it. If that's the case. Because it's designed like a battery. You know how people say they have out-of-body experiences? But, what's in our body that is non-existent?
Right.
Personality, character, soul, right? There's the energy. If the earth is our battery, it's firing, you got the sun, got the moon to weigh it out, it's spinning just like an engine does. Hell, you even got your big bodies of water acting as your radiator to keep shit cool. What more do you need? Now look at the earth. It has more positive people than it does negative people, right? On the ground. A battery, you have to have good positive coming through. You have to have a good ground wire, because if you don't, it will suck all the positive energy out and drain your battery. If the battery gets drained, aka negative people take over the world on the ground and drain all the positive shit out, then the world doesn't spin. If the world doesn't spin, you don't exist. If you don't exist, they don't exist. Because in this theory, you would be them. If they destroy you or let you get destroyed, they don't exist either. Because it fucks up the timeline that doesn't exist. It was created by them, which is why they visit and don't destroy anything. So yeah, I'm going to leave you on, look around your room. 90% of the shit in your room is a circle or a square. Bye!
Fucking facts. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you guys do not miss an upload here on this channel. I'm unstoppable, and I'll see you guys in the next reaction. And I'm out.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Skiz here. And if you don't subscribe to Blonde and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy ass bitch motherfucker.